Hey, gorgeous souls, it's Vix, and I'm here with an unboxing video. This is the unboxing of all unboxings. These are the author copies of my new book, Manifest Your Dreams, that I have published with HarperCollins. I'm so excited about this book. This is a follow-up to Witch Please. If you haven't checked out Witch Please, I'll put the link below and where you can find out how to do that. Witch Please has actually been a really big success, which is so exciting. And so I got to do a follow-up book. This video, I gotta admit, I'm a little bit nervous because there is no editing, there is no like redoing. I mean, you can edit it, but in case you're new here, I don't really edit my videos. But I definitely won't be able to re-record this. This is a one-time only experience. Anyway, I thought it'd be really fun to share it with you because I haven't actually shared any unboxings of any of the stuff that I've created so far. So yeah, this is the first one. So let's do it. So I haven't seen this. I haven't seen the book in physical form. I've seen the PDF, but I have not seen the book. I'm so nervous. Okay, so all of the information, I put all the information below as well on when the book's out and how you can get it. If I can even open the box. Okay. Ooh, yay! Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm gonna put the box down because I have all my author copies in there. And let's have a look. So, oh my gosh. One of the coolest things about this book, the Manifest Your Dreams book, is that I manifested it. I made this happen, and I'm just, oh, I'm so excited. And there really is like something very magical about working so hard to create something and then have it take physical form, whether it's a book, something else that you're manifesting in your life, you know, whatever it is. But it's very exciting. Oh my gosh. This one's actually got a little bit of a mark on it, and I think that might have happened in the shipping process because these did come from the UK. This is published by HarperCollins UK, and I'm in Australia these days, so it shipped a long way. I can have a look through some of them and see if there's one without a mark, but who cares? It's still amazing. It looks so beautiful. It's so shiny. Okay, so I guess what I should do with the next few minutes is tell you a little bit about the book. I'm going to read to you the blurb on the back. I'm not even sure that I know what the blurb is, what the final, what was decided on, but let's read it together. Take destiny into your own hands and transform your life through positive change and thought. Manifest Your Dreams is a modern mystic's take on how you can use manifestation to attract what you want and live a more purposeful life. Full of spiritual practices and down-to-earth guidance, this book will show you how to meet the universe halfway through real-world action. Connect to your heart's true desires and manifest love, money, purpose, healing, and growth, and whatever else it is that you want to manifest. So much to say about this book. That's the back. But let's open it, shall we? And like actually have a look inside the book because I haven't even done that. How exciting. There's something really beautiful about seeing your name and like one of the big 5 publishers on the same page. It's pretty amazing. So the tagline, so it's called Manifest Your Dreams, and the tagline is rituals and practices for living your best life. So, oh, I love that we've got an also by Victoria Maxwell, Witch Please. That's pretty exciting. Okay, so then we have the contents page. And we have these different sections in the book. It starts off with what is manifestation, because that's something that I think was worth really exploring, like what even is it? Then we had a part two, which is all about preparing to manifest. So I went into some detail around clearing your blocks. We'll look at how to do that. And I really focused in this book on connecting with your heart's true desires. That starts on page 47. We can have a little bit of a look at that, but I'll just show you a little bit. It's really hard to do, but this is what it looks like. It's so pretty. It's so pretty. um, yeah, so the manifesting your heart's desire. And this is something, there's a lot of things in this book that I tried to do differently. I've read a lot of manifesting books over the years, and I'm sure most of you who hang out in this community, you have also read a few manifesting books in your time, and you're probably like, why do I need to read another one? And maybe you don't need to read another one. That's okay, but it will look really pretty on your bookshelf, on your altar. Instagram pics. But what I really wanted to do in this book was to talk about some of the stuff that people don't talk about with manifesting. So we have a whole section in here on the tough stuff, which was, we've got some myths. We've got a whole bunch of myths in here. Some of the manifesting myths that you may have heard around the place, the tough stuff. And we actually talk about in this book things like privilege. Did you manifest it, or is it just your privilege? I even put a section in on capitalism and consumerism, which I haven't seen in a manifesting book. There's a little section on trauma, a section on toxic positivity, law of attraction and what that actually is and how that really works in your life, and to give you a little bit of guidance on the fact that using the law of attraction is just one way to manifest, and that it's not the be all and end all. I also put in a section on manifesting and mental health, because this is something that people talk about all the time in our communities, things that I've talked about with friends, with clients over the years, but doesn't always make it into a book. And I've also got some tips on how to manifest in a challenging world, because let's face it, life is tough sometimes. So yeah, I did not shy away from some of the bigger stuff, and I know some people are probably going to be put off by that. There are those people out there who, there's been times in my life where I've been in that place too, where you just really need the affirmations and retraction stuff, and you've got to just try to get yourself a little bit higher somehow. But I feel like that only really gets you so far, and it can actually create things like the spiritual bypass, which we could talk about in more detail at some point. But yeah, it's like, let's manifest in the real world. Let's manifest here and now, not just in our own little world. So I also have this beautiful section that is actually quite a big part of the book. It's connecting with your heart's true desires. And this is something I really wanted to include, because I haven't really seen this in any of the manifesting books I've read. This stuff that I've put in here that I'm like, I've never seen this in another manifesting book. It may be in another manifesting book, but not one that I have read. So please don't assume that I'm trying to say that my book is the best because it has these things in it and nobody else has written this. I'm not like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying, of the books that I've read, I haven't seen these things touched on. And I also haven't seen these things even really spoken about a lot. So, even if people are talking about them out there, hopefully this book will, raise that conversation and help you think about those things even more. So connecting with your heart's true desires. let's have a little look at this section because I feel like it's really important. I'll just read you some of it. Maybe you're still on? Yes. Manifesting from the heart is the best way to create a life you absolutely love. In this section, we'll look at how to connect deeper with your heart's true desires and how to identify and release what isn't an energetic match for your own heart. Too many people, including myself, manifest what they think they want or focus on manifesting what everybody else has because they think that's going to help them feel better. Or going back to the little section that we have in there about capitalism and consumerism, we want to manifest more stuff because we have been programmed by society to believe that more stuff equals happiness. And it's only when you've been on the path for a certain amount of time that you realize the manifesting path as well, right? I can't tell you how many physical items I have manifested. I have manifested pairs of shoes, clothing, so many books, so many books, so many books, so many decks. I've manifested all sorts of physical stuff. And while some of it has definitely helped me in wonderful ways, like manifesting a beautiful book, can really help you on your journey. But ultimately, using your ability to manifest stuff is just kind of like the way in for many of us. It's kind of like the first step, and then we realize, oh, I can manifest a pair of shoes. Maybe I could manifest a life for myself where I don't have to do work that no longer isn't, that is not in alignment with my heart's true desires. Maybe I can do something, change my career. Maybe I can manifest better people into my life who can really, light me up and help me on my true path. Maybe I can manifest running my own business. Maybe I can manifest a book deal, like these tips and tricks that we see out there all the time of just like manifesting stuff. It's just the very tip of the iceberg. And as soon as you start to do that, you realize this isn't what's going to make me happy, right? This isn't it. What I really want you to be focusing on manifesting is your heart's true desire, like you're really like manifesting from the heart and manifesting from the soul, not from all of this like programming and influence. There's like a whole section in here on how to recognize when you're being programmed or influenced in your manifesting, how to release that. We've got a ritual for candle magic for releasing negative influence. We talk about social media in general, all of this kind of stuff. We talk about how to positively influence yourself. There's so much stuff in here around that, really how to get to the root of your desire, figure out what it is that you really want. And I've done this myself. I see so many people doing this with manifestation. We don't take the time to really sit and think about what do we actually really want. We just start, going out there and manifesting more money, more of this, more of that, whatever, without really taking the time to tune in with our heart and soul and be like, okay, what am I really here to do, and what do I need to be able to achieve that? Okay, what else is in here? Oh my goodness. It looks really mega when it's like all in a book. It's like, wow, there's so much stuff in here. So we've got the clearing blocks to manifestation section. We've got comparison and competition, judgment, discernment. We've got some stuff on releasing past life vows that might be holding you back, ancestral blocks that you might need to clear, general unblocking practices for when you don't know what you're unblocking, but you need to unblock something. Then we have a section all on you have the power, and this is all about how to reconnect with your power, how to activate your power, call back your power, some tips on how to work with your aura. There's a section on how to manifest with your aura, how to use your aura for manifesting. There is just loads and loads in here. And then we have this part 3, this final section. I've been talking for so long. I thought this was going to be like a 5-minute video. Best times to manifest, powerful days, times to avoid. And then we have a whole section on, I've put in here a bunch of like crystals and oils and tools and things that you might want to use in your practices. And then we go into a bunch of, there's so much in here. There's a bunch of practices, how am I holding this up? Practices that you can use to kind of manifest anything, like general manifesting practices, where you can use these practices with kind of any intention. And then I have this beautiful section in the back, which, when I can find it, okay, so we have these different rituals. So we have like a manifesting ritual. There's one for love and relationships, one for money, one for work, and one for, be good if I could remember this, wouldn't it? Your home. And basically these go through, these rituals are kind of like a pretty deep dive. So in each of the rituals, we have a mindset ritual, we have a cleansing ritual, we do all these different rituals to help you prepare yourself. And then we have a magic ritual, which is some form of like spell that can help you to really kind of like activate it. Okay, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. And there's about me in the back. I'm so excited. I'm so excited about this. I've been talking at you for ages. I was actually going to sit here and just kind of read the intro, but I got too excited about everything that was in the book. I will put down below some info on how you can pre-order the book. I believe the release date is the 25th, I think, of May in the UK, and then it's a little bit later in Australia. And I'm not totally sure yet what's happening with it being released in other countries, but I will put a link to some places where you'll be able to grab it. Amazon in your country is probably the easiest place, but if you are not a fan of Amazon, you can buy it through somewhere like Wordery. Book Depository has disappeared from existence. But yeah, and if you are somewhere where you're like, I can't find this anywhere, send me a message and I'll try to figure it out for you, because if you're asking, chances are there's other people who want that information too. So, oh my goodness, I hope you're even just a tiny little bit as excited as I am about this book. I think it's really pretty, and I think it's got some really good stuff in it. It will be available in hardback, on Kindle, and also on audiobook, which is narrated by me, which is so exciting. It's the first time I've narrated an audiobook, so I was really excited to do it, and it's going to be, I think it's just like really cool that I get to read my own book for you if you want to listen to it on Audible audio book. Okay, super excited. This is just amazing. Also, just wanted to add that if you're wondering what my t-shirt says, it says, "You have to believe we are magic," and that's from Xanadu, from the Olivia Newton-John song. If you haven't seen Xanadu, oh my gosh, talking about manifestation practices, I swear that movie was like a portal that just opened up my belief in magic and manifestation when I was a child, and like just, yeah, amazing. Go and watch that and grab a copy of Manifest Your Dreams and you'll be set for life. Okay, that's it from me. If you have any questions about the book as well, please drop me a line, post a comment, drop me a line, get in contact. And yeah, wow, how exciting. I'm so glad that you're here with me on this journey. I really hope you enjoy the book if you get yourself a copy, and I'm sending lots and lots of love.